Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the St. John's versus UConn college basketball matchup on Saturday, December 23rd, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks at Pickdawgz, but if you're looking for our best bets, those are the ones you find under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text the number that you see on the screen. Not available on the website. You got to text that number. But let's get to some Big East action here on Saturday night. It's UConn taking on St. John's. UConn opened their Big East season getting thumped by Seton Hall by 15 points in a game that they were favored. I tell you, I had UConn in that one. I felt it, and I'm still feeling it. That one left a mark. Meanwhile, St. John's bludgeoned Xavier in their opener. They were at home, but that's going to be the nature of Big East basketball. You're going to see the home teams pull off some amazing wins. You're going to see some road upsets. Everybody can play in this conference. There are no easy games. Even the bad teams are good teams, and the bad teams are teams that could probably make some noise in some of these other conferences. But, the Big East, there is no off nights. And I think, here with UConn and St. John's, what a great way to end off the night's college basketball schedule. Of course, Rick Pitino, now the head coach at St. John's, and he brings in all that kind of hardware, talent, and everything else that comes with having Rick Pitino as your head coach. And of course, what they do is they create efficient shots. And, Rick Pitino makes his teams do the basics very, very well. And part of that is shooting at a very high rate, not taking bad shots, not wasting opportunities, making the most of it. And even when your team might be outmanned, like they are in this case, well, your efficiency kind of makes up for it. And, we see the St. John's team shoots the three, 33.8% from the floor, better than the national average. And UConn does not defend the three all that well. They certainly defend the floor well, but not the three. And, this team actually, this St. John's team, for a Rick Pitino coach team, doesn't really shoot the basketball particularly well. But UConn, we saw them last year in the national championship. We saw them make that run, and we saw it happen all season long. We look back a year ago at this time when, the heavy hitters were all facing off in non-conference play, and it was UConn dishing out the damage. This year, I think, for UConn, the word's out. If teams are prepared, and this is kind of like, the Super Bowl for a lot of these teams when they go on the road. And we saw that when they got ambushed at Seton Hall last week. I don't think that happens here against St. John's. And I think as good of a coach as Rick Pitino is, we know that part of it here at St. John's is going to be a growth process. And I got to say, this is going to be part of that growth experience. I'm going to take UConn, lay the wood, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and it'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.